come back, please. But we know long term now we have to adjust. Those guys, they're great players. So, it was a good game. I think people enjoyed it tonight. And for us, maybe we're going to meet them one day. Well, we meet them in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Come to LA in 2 or 3 weeks. So we have to make adjustment, and we're going to have Pat Bev back and be another good game for both teams.
Thank you.
Thanks. So next question from Charlie. Go ahead, Charlie.
Hey, Nick, welcome back. Just curious, how's it been being on this trip after the baby? Have you been keeping in touch with the family, FaceTime? How's that been for you?
It's been kind of tough, to leave the house like for 10 days 3 days after the baby was born. It's not easy. My wife doing a good job at home with 2 kids. And the worst part is sometimes you're on the phone FaceTiming and the 2 baby, like the 2 kids start crying at the same time and you're really useless. You can't do anything. So that's maybe the worst part, but she's doing a great job. So I just can't wait to play tomorrow, try to get the win against the Cavs and go home and be a family again.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Charlie. Next question from Tomer. Go ahead, Tomer.
Hey, Nick, I'm just curious. Everyone says it's just another game coming into this, but there were a lot of stars out there tonight. I'm just curious, did you feel that intensity out there, leading up to the game and then playing the game itself? Did it feel like a playoff atmosphere?
Without the fan, it was different. I think with the fan in the stands, it would have been a totally different playoff game atmosphere for sure. I think the last 15, 18 minutes, the intensity of the game really changed, especially when we went to a small lineup both. And you can see like we're down 9, we try to make a run, and people make big plays, big shots. So it was close to a playoff game intensity, but we just missed the crowd. With the crowd, that would have been crazy, like even crazier for sure.
Thanks.
Next question from Thomas. Go ahead, Thomas.
Hey, Nick, I just wanted to get your thoughts on just kind of your role with the team. Obviously, you were a guy that kind of came into the season after, kind of your stint in Charlotte. How do you feel, that you've, fit in with this group? They look, and rely on you to shoot a lot of big shots, and you've made them tonight. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
You know what? The crazy part about my game from the last 2 years and this year, and people ask me, like, what I do different. Absolutely nothing. I didn't change anything from the last 2 years. I didn't add anything from the last 2 years. I just play defense and be there for my guys and just be able to shoot the ball and create plays when they ask me to. I don't do anything from the last 2 years. I just play more. That's it. And I play with a good team. We play high expectation. So the expectation from that team is different. I had a great group last year. Young guys, great young guys. They're doing great this year. I'm happy for those young guys because Charlotte doing great right now. Happy for them. But it didn't work for me. And sometimes things didn't work. I got a chance to meet great coach through my career, and didn't work the last 2 years. That happens sometimes during the career. So all I have to do is to move on, keep working, and make sure I have a new chance with a new team. And so far, besides the free throws tonight, worked pretty well. So, hey, move on.
Thanks, Nick. Cameron, go ahead.
Hey, Nick, congratulations on the family once again. Tonight, the atmosphere tonight, you said it would be much better with the fans in the stadium. You said the intensity picked up late in the game. How does a game like this prepare you guys for the future? Although you lost the game, but it still gives you kind of a good footing in a sense of what to expect. How do you guys see that?
Yeah, for both teams, we all know what people say about this team, like the last 2 days on defense. I think they did a good job tonight. The intensity was there on defense on both sides, and of course, we're going to learn from that game. So we know that's the type of team we want to play down the road. And we all know, we're going to have big game. I hope the latest, later of the year, it's going to be a game like that. So, and we got to learn from those games. We still got the big lead, we got a big start. We didn't do a good job, especially in the first half. The way we played the last 2 minutes, I think we could close. I don't think close out the game, but be in a better situation to start the second half, and we put ourselves like got a 12-2 run for them, and then we start the second half with a 5-0 run, so that was a 17-2 run like between those two quarters. So we got to do a better job on that.
Thank you.
Last question, Kahari, go ahead.
What's going on, Nick? Again, congrats on the family.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you when you had brought that up. How you're able to balance, just being a father and just being on the road. Just being a basketball player in general. How is that a challenge dealing with that?
It is. When we have a good wife, a great wife at home, we can't do anything. It's easy. So it's not really on me, I know at home, like, everything's taken care of. So she's doing a good job, so I can't do my job. So I just can't wait to go home and do my part a little bit because she needs some rest. We have a baby 2 weeks ago, and then for 10 days, she's by herself with 2 kids, so she needs rest. So one more game, try to get one more win, and then I can do my first job in being a dad.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it.
No free throw question? Thank you, guys. Very kind.